Size matter in a guy?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so we're gonna measure your waist right quick. 38.
Pull out the scale. Pull out the scale.
I've been black for 27 years, and I have never been inferior to a white person.
Yeah, look at him.
Front row seats to the show. Well, children, of course.
Dancing for little children. Come on, Josh. Show me too. Quit playing with me. We can joke around and I'll be nice and I'll say all the transgender.
Whenever I'm out in public, people are always staring at me. It's seen more of like an object now.
Number 3 is shopping at the grocery store because we're all here to get food. How come I'm the problem here?
Guys, today we got a video from Unwoke. Without further ado, let's get right into this.
You're hurting me, Chef! You're hurting me, Chef!
She look like a demon possessed. It's a demon, y'all. Oh, man.
Society today might have forgotten about gender roles, masculinity, and femininity. Meanings have been scrambled, so it is important that men be men. And here are times where men didn't hold back from woke people. This is a jingle at this point, but regardless, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you do not, the spirit of wokeness might possess you in your sleep.
Nope. Do you need something?
Oh,
Do you need something?
oh, this one was the worst. Like, why? Why go to a gym? Stay home.
Okay, I thought so. Keep pushing.
If you're getting rude, you can leave. Nobody was looking at you any type of way. I don't own the gym. I work here.
Okay.
Yes. And
That
if you're
means
getting
what?
rude, then you can leave.
That means what?
I can go to the police and have you trespass right now. Would you like that?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead, let them know.
That's what we'll do. But right now, let's just take the stuff and head up front.
The desperation
Get
to
out.
catch a predatory moment on camera will be the end of this generation. Ma'am, there is a mirror right in front of both of you. There are women who are stared at in public spaces, and they have every right to be triggered and upset. But in this case, you are not one of them.
But I feel like in the last year or so, like my style is like ever so changing when it comes to confidence. Mainly because like compared to when I was like 21 or 22.
Chase, why are you laughing? Chase, why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Sorry, he's laughing.
Please continue.
He's
Please
laughing
continue.
at the chat.
I'm wearing like a little black slip dress and like a little wedge to the club with a YSL bag. That would make me feel pretty. But like as I'm getting older, it's like almost like when I cover up, it's like you feel more beautiful. But
the wild thing is that's a dude. That's a dude. When I first found that, I said, why is he acting like that? Like, it's weird. I know he's gay, but
I guess that's something that comes with age. And like I feel like a lot of younger girls.
Yeah, like in high school, you're just gonna want to wear what every other girl wears, like a crop top and like some booty shorts or whatever.
Yeah. Can I specifically ask this to you? We totally don't have to speak about it if you're uncomfortable, but what age did you start identifying as a woman?
Now, can you blame them for not being able to hold in their laughter?
Yeah.
I mean, he's talking about feeling
Chewbacca.
confident in that skin.
Chewbacca.
No hate, no shame, but please be for real.
That was not only built, but it's still maintained to this day by men.
Did men allow you to have that haircut?
You taking personal attacks makes me seem like the more intelligent.
Okay, I understand.
Validate your point, not some personal attack.
Okay, I
Confusing. It's an argument. Feminism stops whenever it's inconvenient for y'all. By definition, you are delusional and you cannot defend your ideas.
Women bring vibes? Really? There are amazing women who do mind-blowing things. Know why she can't mention any? Because she only knows headlines, no substance. Vibes is just a dumb thing to say.
Does size matter in a guy?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so we're gonna measure your waist right quick. 38
pull out the scale. Pull out the scale on her.
inch waist?
I don't know what that means.
It means you're too big to say that size matters.
Now, what's good for the goose is perfect for the gander, I'd say.
Are you really a state rep? Why don't you do something about the border? What about the fentanyl crisis? Why don't you do something about it?
To make the border more flexible.
Why don't you guys shut down the border here in Texas? Why won't you do anything to help us?
It's catastrophic for our #1 exporting state in the country.
Is what? Is that why people are like Lake and Riley are dying from illegal immigrants? Little kid out of Pride Parade. What are you teaching them about gay state rep? Yeah, is this a place for kids?
Yeah, sure
Are you
is it.
teaching them how to be gay? Or are you trying to transition them too?
Yeah, why do you have that? What are you trying- Are you trying to transition? It was wild, but who knows?
Now you believe in God? So God likes pride? Oh, does Jesus think about pride?
Yeah.
It's one of the
He
seven
does.
deadly sins.
He
Stop
does,
taking
bro.
kids to gay events, you weirdo.
Well, if they would shove falsehood in your face, shove the truth in theirs, I guess. There is no need for a government official to be gallivanting in public like an idiot. Get some work done, you dummy. Taxes aren't cheap.
Why are we still talking about white supremacy in 2024? Why are we still talking about that hundreds of years later? What do white people do that black people can't? How is white supremacy even still on the forefront of your mind? You're stuck in the past. You're stuck in these dated issues, and that's what the problem really starts for you.
It still is it's just hidden, and he's doing this to get him triggered. He should know the game. He's been doing this for so many years. Don't get triggered by this young buck. Just let it slide, man.
You're really revealing your ignorance, brother. You don't think white supremacy has anything to do with what's going on in Gaza at all?
How am I ignorant?
Is that right?
I've been black for 27 years, and I have never been inferior
He's
to
young.
a white person.
He's young.
What is the white supremacy
He's gay.
that is
Look at
affecting
him.
your life? I would like to hear it. What can't I do that a white person can do?
You one of the few black people that have been mistreated. Okay, all right, I see.
Saying that I've never been mistreated. Every demographic has been mistreated.
The scenario should be reversed. The older man should be the one standing on business and spreading hope and positivity. Well, it must be the times we are living in. Everything is just scrambled.
My teeth exploded and there was pieces in my mouth. My jaw was broken in 2 places.
Mr. Squidfart is sad because he ain't got no babuches.
Last Thursday, Cobalt Sovereign had to go to the bathroom at Hopkins High School.
I was attempting to use the restroom. I actually did not get to until like an hour later at the hospital.
The hospital, where she stayed for 2 days to repair serious injuries. Injuries she got after leaving the bathroom.
I was insulted and then eventually hit in the jaw.
Are you ever scared to use the bathroom?
Less scared, more incredibly uncomfortable. I don't hold anything too harsh against the student who did this to me. More of I feel bad for the circumstances that led him to have such opinions and whatever caused him to act like that.
Well. Shout out to the brave Tooth Fairy who did what many adults couldn't. Maybe Cobalt should use the appropriate bathroom or wait till he gets home. That way, everybody wins.
The reason why I'm saying transphobia is because it's clear on this panel that a lot of you on this panel believe that there is only one type of woman, which is cisgender women, and anyone else does not prescribe to that definition for you all.
That's the only thing that boggles my mind. Like, no, there's only one man and one woman, and that's what God created. And we've gotten so far away from that with this. It's about time. It's a stop has been put to it. Seriously, because it's gotten out of hand.
No, and in my opinion, that is transphobic.
Here's what I
you only
believe.
believe that
Let me
cisgender
answer
women
this.
are women, and everyone else
are there different
is
types
not
of black
included in the
people?
conversation.
Or is black just black?
Yeah, exactly.
It's called diaspora.
That's
You
because
don't know that?
because black
Caribbeans,
is just
Jamaicans.
black. Just like there was no such thing as cisgender and transgender. There are just women.
Yeah.
You can embellish your titles whatever you want.
Why are you
and
conflating
walk down the
race
street
with gender?
and
Let me ask you this, Ernest. Ernest, let me ask you this.
Why are you conflating race with gender?
Hang on, don't all shut. Ernest, let me ask you this. If I now identify as a black man, am I a black man?
Why are you conflating race with gender?
I'm
Pierce?
just
It's not
asking
the
a
same
question,
thing.
Ernest.
That's intellectually dishonest.
If I identify,
that's intellectually dishonest.
Maybe it's a question you don't
So
want to
is
answer. isn't
being
it?
a man.
If
you're not a
self-identity
man.
is limitless,
Because
I'm
race
now
is
a
not
black
the same
man
as
called
gender.
Ernest.
Because race
Am
is
I?
not the same as gender.
Am I a black man if I say I'm a black man?
Say it again.
Am I a black man
Listen,
if I say I'm a black
you
man?
could be.
Am I?
No, because you're a
Okay.
white man. Because
Thank you.
it's race.
So you don't
Because race
respect
is not
my
the same as
rights
gender.
to identify as a black man, do you?
Now that's equality, and black woman and a white man play tag team on a dumb wokey. Not like it's necessary. A monkey could own these people. Here. Piers Morgan is a black trans lesbian. We urge you to respect, affirm, and acknowledge his identity.
This is how everybody needs to educate their kids.
All right, buddy, I'm going to show you a toy, and you tell me, is it for a boy or for a girl, okay? All right. This baby doll.
For girl.
For a girl, okay. What about the little wrestler man?
For the boy.
And the skateboard?
For the boy.
Okay, and the makeup?
For the girl.
Okay, and the kitchen set?
For the boy.
Okay, and the tool set?
For boy.
Okay, I like those. What if the boy wants to play with the baby doll? Is that okay? Yeah, right? Does that make the boy a girl?
No.
No, what if the girl wants to ride the skateboard? Is that okay? Would you skate with that girl? Yeah? That's okay? Does that make her a boy?
No.
No. People just like different things, right, buddy? And is that okay? Very good, bud. Very good.
Now, this is how you raise a balanced child. Get these parents dragging their children to pride parades and drag show some notebooks, pens, and highlighters. Class is in session.
Where were the cops right here? Yeah, these cops are just letting children go into a gay bar.
I know, but your children, are they going to do 21 to go into the bar, officer? Yeah, how old do you have to be to go into a bar? Yeah, well, this place is registered as a bar. You're not yeah, but the system is broken. I mean, you know, there's kids in there, and it's like I said, you're trying to say that it's some advantage.
So basically, the drag queens proceeded to take money from the kids, teach them how to be a drag queen, basically grooming them. But then this unmodestly dressed drag queen got confronted outside.
There was a drag show going on in this gay bar, and these openly conservative men were denied entry. In fact, the police was there to ensure that they don't get in. But guess who were given front row seats to the show? Well, children, of course. After the show ended, they decided to give one of the drag performers his flowers.
Dancing for little children? Do you like dancing for little children? I think that's disgusting.
They had children there? No wonder they didn't let anybody in. And why did the police think that's okay? I think now cops will definitely put a stop to it now that Trump is in office. All this nonsense stops. And I don't support Trump, by the way, but this right here, stopping this, I support.
Dancing around for little children? Don't you think that's disgusting?
Your mom's a bitch.
As you can see, he got a mixed bouquet of truth flowers.
Why do I have to be accountable for the white race? For yourself. Right, so if I'm racist, I'll take responsibility for that. You probably are not racist. But thank you. So then why do I have to comment on somebody else's racism?
But what you should do is take accountability for the racism around you.
But why would you say take responsibility? How can I take responsibility for somebody else's actions? Do you know that a black person is 18.5 times more likely to shoot and kill a police officer than a police officer is to go and shoot an unarmed black man?
Is that the question that I asked you?
No, you asked a hypothetical about if I'm going to take accountability for a racist police officer.
So again...
But do you understand, if I inverted it on you, would you take accountability for all the blacks killing police in America?
That was funny.
No, would you? Why don't you take accountability for all the blacks killing police in New York?
I wouldn't take accountability.
Take accountability for what? So glad Charlie Kirk was not having any of his BS. Should Charlie Kirk turn himself in for white police officers that he has no idea about? Will this man also be willing to go to jail for crimes he had no hand in, just because it was done by someone with his skin color? What happens to the real criminals then? The concept of reparations has to be one of the dumbest tactics the racist police has come up with, eh?
Today wasn't supposed to be a crying day. Why do I always feel like crying? Why do I always feel like crying? Don't do it, Dylan. Don't you dare. No!
Oh, Dylan, maybe it's the estrogen. Or have you been drinking a little too much Bud Light? I just want to know, why do people feel like it is okay to pull out your phone, cry in 4K?
Is that the same guy from the news? It looked just like him.
Okay, then edit the video, review the video, go upstairs where the Wi-Fi is stronger, and post a video online of yourself being emotionally unstable. And I do social media for a living, so I know that there is no such thing as just one take. Dylan, respectfully, your platform is supposed to showcase the reality of transitioning from a man to a woman. If this video is anything like what that process is, I'm actually glad that you posted it so that we can stay educated.
First, I would like to apologize for the first half of this clip, and it must have been very triggering for you. To all the beautiful women out there, you are not a caricature that can be dubbed off watching exaggerated women in 90s comedy. And shout out to this man for speaking up. Some women do not even see things this way.
Lowest unemployment in 60 years, baby.
What about inflation? You have any questions about inflation?
Inflation's going down.
Actually, it's going up.
It's going down. It's gas prices are down. Gas prices are down. Inflation is down.
Hello, C. Why is the Fed then raising rates? How many illegals are coming across the border every day?
A lot.
So about 10 to 15,000 a day. Do you think Joe Biden?
And they're all going to vote Dem.
You're okay? Can you say that again?
The illegals? Well, illegals. Yeah, they're coming here. They're going to vote Democrat, and we're going to win.
So you are admitting that you're admitting the border is a political tactic by the Democrat Party. Joe Biden is opening the floodgates of this country because he wants to hold on to political power. We've been saying this for a long time. Proof. You just admitted it. What is he doing to secure the border? When you have 15,000 people a day coming across your southern border,
who cares?
That is not a mistake.
Who cares?
But who cares? Do you believe in borders?
I believe that no borders, no one world government.
And final pitch for Joe Biden. No borders, lots of war, more spying, and bankrupt the country.
He's still gonna win.
You guys might win an election, but that will be the death of America if that is the case.
You can really tell the quality of a leader by the quality of their indoctrinated puppets. By the quality of their followers. You believe that your political choice to lead you and your family is allowing illegal immigrants in just to win an election, and you have no issue with that. This is a college student, by the way. Theoretically, he should be one of the most questioned.
No, college students, even high school students, they're trying to push it all the way down to junior high, but I don't think they can. But some of the most woke people around, and it's wild because you ask them, name all of the 50 states or which country is Uganda in, and most of the time they wouldn't know. Or you say which country is Paris in, or ask them a list of different questions. They just don't know. They don't pay attention. Like, why are you in school? And it can be in college as well.
And asking demographics. But these days, the more education you have, the dumber you get.
Does anybody else notice that once every 4 years, the Democrats will come out of whatever little hole they're in and slither their way into the black entertainment space? Or they'll be in black churches and black events. But it's like for the first 3 years, you don't see them anywhere. Now, I may be wrong. I don't know. But I'm seeing a lot more Kamala right now, and I had not seen her for 3 years. Hell, I forgot we had a vice president. I thought it was just Biden by himself in jail. Like, what the hell? Where did she come from? And I think they use black celebrities to coerce black people into doing their biddings, like they did Taraji P. Henson. Taraji probably don't give no goddamn about no Agenda 2025. They probably paid her to say that shit. Yes, I'm in these streets. And she's only in these streets on election year. Ain't that some shit?
I forgot we even had a vice president. Couldn't agree more.
I didn't want to do something that was for girls. I did every single sport. I tried to be a boy so hard, right? And I had two moms, and I got my nails painted, and I went to preschool. But here's the deal. I did have progressive parents. I did start growing facial hair when I was like 12, right? And that did not work for me.
So this teacher has two LGBT moms, started going to Pride events at 4 years old, and started having his nails painted before preschool, and we're supposed to believe that has no correlation with him identifying as...
It's your moms. Two moms is what did it. Both of them saying, "Oh, you need to be." But two moms making their son gay is foul work. That's crazy.
Non-binary today.
He was growing facial hair at 12. Now he's middle-aged and wearing so much blush, he looked like strawberry bubble gum. Remember that clip about raising a balanced child? Please don't forget that, guys. You do.
Yeah, no sign of facial hair anyway. Like no 5 o'clock shadow, no 9 o'clock, no 10 o'clock, no o'clock shadow.
Do not want whatever that is.
Does height matter in a guy?
Get the scale.
Oh, here we go. Height matters. 155. Whoa.
Straight up not true because I've never weighed more than 130 in my life.
Scale doesn't freaking lie, man.
Obviously, you have a broken scale.
Well, you got a broken body.
We'll let him just cook.
What are we protesting?
We're protecting trans lives. That's what it's about.
Be able to transition at 9 years old if they want.
Trans lives matters. Let's transition kids.
You want to cut off the kid? They don't want it. The kid doesn't want it. They should cut it off. Yeah. What did he say?
I have really small energy.
But the thing is, see, I get to keep mine. I'm not cutting mine off.
What does that even mean? The small D energy. So many dumb insults to cover up for the ignorance and stupidity of many.
Energy.
I don't like this term big dick energy or small dick energy because everyone's about body positivity, right? How are we going to talk about men who have desirable characteristics have big dicks and men who have undesirable characteristics have small penises? There are some wonderful men with small penises and some terrible men with big dicks. Women can willy-nilly throw out big dick energy, small dick energy. If I started throwing out loose pussy energy as a term to describe someone that was undesirable in some way.
It's gonna be all of you. Actually, they're all exhibiting loose. But I can't even say I can't curse. I don't curse, but loose pee energy. Look at her displaying it. She's smiling with it right now. It's smiling. It's bigger than her smile. Way bigger.
I would get canceled. But loose pussy energy, bro, you get in trouble. You say that.
There's other terms to use.
Cavernous vag energy.
If you really believe in equality, let's all use degrading terms. No superior, no words of affirmation, just plain mean attacks.
Listen, let's just cut the kayfabe. Do you know who I am? I'm Primetime 99 Pimp on a Blimp. I wear the tuck-friendly bathing suit. I've done it all. I've done this gimmick a million times over. I know what it's like to put on the dress to try to be funny. And for me, I'm just being honest with you, Josh, it's caused me a lot of backlash. As a matter of fact, you get a lot of hate for doing it, not necessarily from the left-leaning people that you're making fun of, but you'll never be accepted by the right side either because they're always going to consider you a freak. I'm just telling you this as a friend. I know this is a bit, I know it's a gimmick, and I know you're trolling, and I love it because I do the same thing. But how long do you think you can do this for, dude? I mean, let's just be real. I mean, I know this as a comedian, and you know this as a person that I've been on reality TV, you've been on reality TV, and I am a fan of yours, Josh, and I have the utmost respect for you, and I'm not just saying that. How long are you going to do this bit for? I mean, it can only last so long. You can only put on the tuck-friendly bathing suit so long.
Well, it's not a bit for me. It may have been a bit for you, but for me, it's how I feel.
Josh, you're lying. You know, what did your parents say about this? Does your mom or dad know about this? Are you close with them?
I'm close with some family members, yeah.
And I'm sure that they do not like this because they know that Josh is a bodybuilding guy that likes to slam babes. That's why he's on The Bachelorette. And they know this is all a gimmick, and you have a million Instagram followers, and now you're going super viral, and I know what that's like. And
he's about to smile. I seen it. He's getting to him. He's about to smile. He's being exposed.
What people don't understand is when you have the mindset that you and I have, we don't care. I don't care. People can make fun of you. That's not me like kind of confronting you right now. It's not going to hurt your feelings. But your family, they could be embarrassed by this. Do you not feel any sort of, guilt to them? Not for you, because I see you're like me. We don't have a lot of shame. But your loved ones, they know it's a bit. I mean, why are you going to do this to them?
Got him.
Yeah, I'm just living my authentic.
It looks so fake. He's about to smile the whole time. I'm just living my authentic truth. You got exposed. That is the most wildest way I've seen someone exposed. He made him crack out a smile. He's trying to hold it back. He can't help himself. I'm dying laughing looking at him.
Truth. And
come on, Josh. Show me too. Quit playing with me. I'm the Pimp on a Blimp, Josh. I can do this bit. I can do this dance with you. We can joke around, and I'll be nice, and I'll say all the transgenders. But it's a work. This is a gimmick. This is like professional wrestling. Sorry, I'm not trying to yell at a beautiful lady like you, but why What are we gonna do, Josh? What are we gonna do, dude? How long are you gonna freaking? I mean, do you have women's underwear on right now?
Well, I would never answer that.
Well, that means that you have some sort of weird sexual fetish. If you do, I mean, this is a weird sexual thing when you do it this long. When you do it for content, you know, some of the greatest comedians in the world have put on a dress. I'm not even hating on you for that. But how long can this bit go?
We have talked about this Josh in a few videos, and we do not think he is legit either. I mean, Common. But we have to give it to him. He has to be the most consistent troll yet. What do you guys think? Is Josh really mentally ill and believes he's a woman? Or did he just see a free cash out opportunity and decided to go all in? Do you think he will break soon? Let us know in the comments.
Hey everyone! So something I've noticed lately is guys look at me like I'm a piece of meat. And it's like, up here guys, up here. So I just noticed that whenever I'm out in public, people are always staring at me and kind of giving me these looks. So I feel like I'm seen more of like an object now instead of a person.
I call satire, beat you, there is no way this is real.
You're kind of filibustering. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Okay. So let's get to the point. So what I'm trying to understand.
When you get to the point, what do you mean get to the point? I give you a history of the education of the whole.
But you gave me a flawed history. You said the foundation is racist, but now the specifics are not racist.
No, I didn't say that. I said the foundation of inequality had to do with race.
Even slavery?
And they had to do. Slavery was a business.
But was slavery based off color of skin?
Slavery was a business.
Okay, was it based off color of skin?
It was.
The answer is no. It was based off the strength versus the weak.
Let me educate you.
Sure, let's hear.
When they had, okay, so first off, your tone, I'm cool.
Oh, now you don't like it. When I match your energy, you don't like it, right?
I'm good.
I'm good too. I'm just matching your energy. So let's keep the energy. I like it.
I'm not matching my energy.
I have fun.
You're not actually matching my energy.
I am. I was being very calm, letting you talk, and now you want to be condescending.
It's not calm, it's the spirit behind it. I wasn't being condescending.
I like it. Yes, you were. But I like it. I like the heated. It's not personal for me.
Oh, please, just get to your argument. The tone. You don't really have anything to say, do you?
I had to go to the hospital for an appointment. I'm dead. Let me go. Stop interfering with us. Where's the police? What are we paying our taxes for? You know, have our life inconvenienced by these idiots. This is wrong. Trying to stand up for what's right. In a free country, this doesn't happen. Get these people out the road. Get out the road. Get out. Do your contacts there with no inconvenience anyone. Right? Come on, rise up. 90% of people disagree with this.
That's the only solution. Drag these idiots off the streets, out of restaurants, out of galleries. If they have issues with the government, they should hash that out in their offices. And shout out to this man for taking a stand. The bystander effect is so crazy in the world today.
Oh. Who's that?
Can we get this best now?
Who's that?
That man clicked her so fast. A peaceful protest, she says.
Or a sugar baby at a certain level. There's girls that go to the club looking for guys just to get free liquor. Then there's girls that go out, but they charge you to go out to hang out with them. And then there's girls that charge you to go out more knowing there's gonna be something at the end.
Right.
Then there's girls that strictly charge you for sex.
Okay.
And I feel like that's the majority of the girls here. There's no girls that don't here in Miami, not you.
That aren't working girls?
That aren't a working girl in some fashion, whether it's free liquor to paying for sex.
I think Miami has a lot of international culture, and I think it's part of a lot of culture, and I think women nowadays are valuing their time.
Valuing their time.
Valuing their
time.
Getting paid in some sort of fashion. Exactly like you said, whether it's free drinks or straight up cold hard cash, it's not valuing your time. You're a 3 or 4. Look at you. You look like one right now. She's like, valuing your time? Valuing your time? She's sticking the chest out. Valuing your time?
If you're accompanying them with their time, maybe you can show them value with monetary.
And changing those words to it's not that anymore. Now it's just like valuing their time.
Are you disappointed? Are you looking for wholesome girls that won't be charging you for their time?
And not here, I'm not. Not here. So far, the first person we interview is confirmed that Miami is a hotbed for prostitution.
Yep.
This has to be a skill, opening your mouth and just letting rubbish fly out. Do they teach this in school or are you born with it?
Me and my friend Ruby out of 10.
No, I'm not.
To the question.
No, thank you. Okay. Oh, actually, no.
No? Okay.
I'm so late for work, guys.
Hi, excuse me. What would you rate? No. Okay.
The girl walking with you clearly looks like a Satanist, and so do you as well, with the black dress on. Like, nobody's gonna stop and talk to you. They don't take you seriously.
Hi, excuse me.
I'm sorry, I'm really busy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, cheers.
Excuse me. Would you rather? Oh, no, okay. Hiya. Hiya, excuse me.
Again, is Shameless the new black? You claim to not need a man. You swear you don't dress up for men. You beat your chest to say you don't do your hair or makeup for men. But you carry a microphone and camera around asking men to physically evaluate you. What's that for then?
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Do these women think about their dads when they say things like this? I guess they don't have one.
As a fat person, number one has to be those little like connected chairs at schools. Number two is glasses because the
They can't
frames
fit.
are never like wide enough and they're
man.
always like splaying out
Lose some weight.
little arms. Number three is shopping at the grocery store because we're all here to get food. How come I'm the problem here? And fourth is concert seating because oh my god, they are the narrowest things. They're like narrower than plane seats. It's like, are you wanting people to fall down? This is like actively discriminatory.
Can we have that on a shirt, please? Lose the weight or stop complaining. It's like everywhere you go, someone is complaining about something that no one cares about and doesn't even matter. Bring your own chairs, make your own glasses. I don't know. We came to TikTok to watch dumb dances. Let us live.
You obviously give a long leash to your fighters about, what they can say when they are up there with a UFC microphone and you are getting into territory of homophobia, transphobia. Like, is there... I don't give anybody a leash. Well, I'm saying you... A leash? I'm like... Free speech. Control what people say. Gonna tell people what to believe. Gonna tell people... I don't fucking tell any other human being what to say, what to think, and there's no leashes on any of them. What is your question? I was asking that question. I'll move on though. Yeah, probably a good.
Yeah, good job.
Good idea. That's ridiculous to say I give somebody a leash. Free speech.
Danny's not playing.
Brother, people can say whatever they want and they can believe whatever they want.
A leash? What does he think this is? Some furry organization? It's free speech when you call out anti-abortionists. It's free speech when people who don't agree with you are called racist, white supremacists, brainwashed fascists, misogynists, and so much more. But people who just do their jobs and express their opinions are on a long leash? So untrained dogs, you mean? Insane. Absolutely insane.
There's not equal pay. No, there isn't.
What's the wage gap, really quick?
I don't need to tell you a number. I can tell you from a living experience.
Anecdotal evidence is not strong evidence.
My evidence? It's anecdotal. I live it. Oh,
yeah, that's the definition of anecdotal evidence.
Anecdotal evidence is reality. You know, women make as much money as you for the same job.
If you
But then
divide,
be quiet because you don't know.
so if you were to do 77 cents to a man's dollar, that's only if you divide the median earnings of full-time women by the median earnings of full-time men. That's all that is. That doesn't account for occupation, education, hours worked. So it's disingenuous to bring it up.
You're saying I'm disingenuous? Am I?
Ask me a question, I'm trying to answer it.
No, then answer the question yes or no. It's simple. Can you do that?
Does he know?
Can you do that? Can you do that?
If you're trying to lie to people, it's disingenuous. If you're
I'm not lying. I said, are you calling me?
If you don't know
Are
the
you
facts.
calling me? If I don't know your facts?
No, those are the.
Guess what?
Ma'am, he is not your husband. You
Wow.
can't try to gaslight and
Yeah.
manipulate him emotionally to agree with you. You're spitting nonsense, and that's the truth.
And the wild thing is her age. You got through life just bullying people, just forcing people to see it your way. Now she didn't get through life like that. she's trying to end the rest of her years on Earth like that. I'm right. Hear me. Hear what I have to say. She's most likely one of those ladies that started the feminist movement with the government. I'm sure.
Are you happy now?
Gender dysphoria is a mental illness.
I don't think there's a reason to transition if you don't have a mental illness. Like
that's like saying you shouldn't cut your hair because you don't.
Wow, that is so not a comparison.
So when
It is a break with reality. I'll start at where I've said before. There are two sexes. It's determined not just by external characteristics, but by chromosomes. When somebody dies and is buried, and 400 years later, if they exhume the body and they test those bones, they're going to see that it's an XX or an XY, some male or a female. It's a mental issue, and you want to treat it that way.
Gender dysphoria is a mental health condition, and the treatment for this condition is to do a medical transition if that person chooses to have those procedures done.
Do you think children are capable?
The treatment is to immediately jump into a medical transition. That's like saying if you have a headache, just go straight into cutting your head off. Or if you're schizophrenic, jump right into switching brains. If it is a mental condition, it should be treated as such. Mentally, what would change if the mind that was disconnected from reality is untouched? That where the suicide rates jump from?
Have you ever seen that video where it shows local news people all saying the exact same thing? It's one of those things where you go like, I kind of knew that this happened, but to see it happen so blatantly.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is scary.
Well, that's propaganda. They're trying to bend your mind into whatever their narrative is.
That is so scary to watch all at once. We urge you to be thinkers, not puppets.
Watching Biden, there's a clip of Biden. What Biden says, and this is, I probably watched this clip. I'm not into politics at all. Biden goes, I got something important I want to say, and the whole world needs to hear it. I need everybody to listen right now. And he takes a beat. He goes, I forget it. President of the United States.
I'm going to say something outrageous. So the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to.
What?
Ask also things you said about the trans community. You said this past October when they announced the Bud Light sponsorship that you go so hard on Bud Light in your next fight, they'll have to accept me or denounce me when they know what and will know what they stand for. Are you still going to use your fight time to kind of speak on that?
Here's the thing about Bud Light. 10 years ago, to be trans was a mental fucking illness. And now all of a sudden, people like you have fucking weaseled your way into the world. You are an infection. You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of you. And the best thing is the world's not buying it. The world's not buying your bullshit you're fucking peddling. The world is not saying, you know what? You're right. Chicks have dicks. The world's not saying that. The world's saying, no, there are two genders. I don't want my kids being taught about, who they could in school. I don't want my kids being taught about, their sexual preference. Like, dude, this guy is the fucking enemy. You want to look at the me to our world? It's that mother right there. Asking these stupid fucking.
Well, free speech. And let's be real, because a person not agreeing with your views doesn't make their words hate speech. Grow a pair.
Are transgender people welcome in Canada now that the Conservative Party, it's policy not to let them use the bathroom of their choice and also to limit their healthcare options as minors?
That is, the answer, of course, is that everybody's welcome in Canada, and your question is factually wrong. I encourage you to actually read the policies instead of spreading disinformation. We need less disinformation and more honesty and truth-telling. And your readers are suffering a very big disservice when you spread disinformation. Thank you.
You can already tell that this was just to get words in. Restricting medical attention for kids. You mean sterilization and mutilation? Bathroom of choice? You mean not letting men into women's bathrooms? Ridiculous. What's the interview process like for journalists and reporters?
But I'm a considered comedian. I like my jokes to be accurate and my targets to be fair. So I was engaging these people. I was saying, why is it transphobic? And they were saying, it's about a trans person. So, well, that's ridiculous. That's like saying a joke about Bill Cosby is automatically racist. It depends on the joke. But I was talking to them, I'm willing to learn, and I found out my crime was that I dead named her. Now, I'd never heard that term, before a day after the Golden Globes, and that was saying her old name and even acknowledging that she used to be a man. But she did. I saw him on the Olympic Games.
Man, he's just being real. Comedians will always be real, because why? They're telling the truth. There's always, guys use that a lot. Guys will add humor, sometimes jokes, into what they're saying, because that's the best way for people to pick it up. They're saying it wittingly.
It was decathlete. It was in everything. It was all over the place. Shot put and pole vault. He won a medal. He was famous. He was on telly all the time. But a big, famous man with a huge, I don't know, but I'm guessing he's a big.
If comedians are next in getting censored and canceled, we are in for a crazy ride.
Yeah.
So this person won medals in the men's division at the Olympics, then turned around and won the Woman of the Year award. An overachiever, I tell you. Okay, this is where we draw the curtains on this video. We hope you have been proud of our men so far. Let us know which man was your favorite BS call-outer in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay unwoke, and we will see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far in the video, you're a real one. But please do me a solid. Be sure to click that subscribe button. Also, click that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Thanks for watching. See you next video.
Me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly.